Hello, everybody. Welcome to your virtual studio. I am Nicole. Let's move through a 30-minute Pilates workout today. It is full body. We will be using some props such as some hand weights. So if you have anything at home to give you some resistance for your upper body, bring it in. But if you don't stress. You will still get some really nice work for your shoulders and your back. So let's begin. We're going to lay down onto our back. Starting with your feet grounded, your knees bent, and your head, neck, and shoulders just starting to melt into the floor. Once you arrive, just start to find your breath by inhaling in through your nose and then exhaling out through your mouth. And let's set that Pilates breath by moving through just 2 more cycles. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. 1 more cycle, inhale in through your nose and exhale out through pursed lips. Now we're going to allow those arms to open out nice and wide, like a big capital T. Press your palms into the floor and start to sway your knees from right to left. Now, as you begin this movement here, see if you can keep the back of the shoulders grounded and just allow the sort of the middle of the spine to the lower half of your body to begin finding that mobility. So if you can, the upper area of the body, so the shoulders, the head and neck, stay nice and stable, stay anchored into your mat. And then the middle to the lower half of the body is going to begin with that nice gentle movement. Now this might be feeling like it's just right for you. If you would like to add on, lift your legs into a tabletop position, zip up your toes, knees and thighs, and then move through the same kind of window wiper action. But this one's a little bit stronger, so it's a little bit more of an advanced movement. So if you get there and you decide that it's not for you, just come back and rest your feet on the floor. And also if you notice that your shoulder blades are really lifting and you're tipping over with the weight of the legs, then just bring it back a little bit. Rest your feet on the floor and just wait till you're a little bit more warmed up through the body and then come back and try it again. So let's just stay for about 5 more counts, really feel into that movement. For 4, working with your breath as much as you can. For 3, and for 2, and 1 more. Then you can draw the knees back into the center. Now we'll grab a hold of the right knee and start to stretch the left leg all the way to the end of the mat. Give your right knee a big hug, start to move it into some circular motion. So we're drawing our thigh through our hip joint, our hip socket, and just creating a little bit of extra movement there, feeling into any areas that might feel a little bit sticky, and really directing our breath into those stickier areas. Now we're going to take this right knee towards the left side, folding into our twist. Let your right arm move out nice and wide outside of the shoulder. Send your breath and let it spiral around your spine and just hold for 5, for 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Now slowly arrive onto your back. Keep your right leg, grab your left, and then swap. So the right leg will go long, we'll grab hold of the left leg, left knee, left shin, and then begin to find that circular movement. So drawing our circles through that hip socket, feeling our thigh press against our belly and give it a little bit of a massage at the same time. Feel as that movement becomes a little softer and a little bit more supple. Maybe the size of the circle is more generous now as your body starts to wake up. So just about 5 more, and then we'll move it into our twist. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now take this left knee to the right and then stretch the left arm out nice and wide. Let your spine soften as the breath works around it like a nice spiraling staircase. Drop your left shoulder into the floor. Let's hold it for 5, for 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Now take your time to slowly come back onto your back. Lift both legs into tabletop position. Grab the back of the thighs, the crease of the knees. Lift your shoulders and look to the belly and massage your spine as you roll yourself. About 3, 4, or 5, depending if you enjoy the rolling. And then as you find your sit bones, stretch the legs out nice and long and lift the arms to the sky. Forward fold and reach for your toes. Look at the belly button. Roll yourself down. Let's keep the legs nice and flat now. And exhale, arms to sky, head, neck, shoulders lift, look towards your toes, roll yourself up, lift all the way, forward fold over your thighs, and then roll yourself down, pulling the knees into the chest for one nice big hug. Now let's get this party started. We're gonna roll onto our right-hand side and have our left leg on the top. We've got a little zigzag. We're starting with our nice standard clam. Knees are forward and our feet are back in line with our butt. Raise your feet an inch or two from the floor and now start to lift your top knee. Exhale and inhale. Now, as we're starting to create this movement of our clam with a slightly increased version with our feet raised, we want to think about where our hip is. Now, if your hip's rolling back with the lifting of the knee, then just bring the movement down a little bit. Don't lift the knee so high. So once you find that your hip is stacked over the bottom and isn't moving, then you can start to play around with the height and maybe lifting the knee, lifting the thigh even higher in space. Now, as you start to create the movement on the lift, think about the side of your butt, the hip area, the underlying area, and see if you can get that area of the body to do the work for you, so that the movement isn't happening at the knee. I don't want you pushing from this area of the leg. You see if you can create the movement right up to the highest part of that thigh bone. Squeeze your butt as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Keep this going for me. We've just got 10 more. Lifting 9. You can always drop your feet to the floor and just bring it down a level. Let's do another 8. Now we want to exhale on the lift. 7. Inhale down. Exhale. 6. Inhale down. Exhale, 5, inhale down, 4, and down, and 3, and down, and 2, and down, and one more, lift and lower. Now we want to push the butt to the back of the mat, lift your knees towards your belly button, so they're nice and high. We've got 90 degrees here at the knees, top leg goes out long, hip height, so we're not dragging along the floor, but we're raised up to about hip height. Left hand for support, draw the leg forward, tap the floor in front of your knee, lift it up, and push it back. Pull it forward, tap the floor, lift it, and push it back. Now today we are focusing on just moving that fraction slower and really feeling into the detail of the movement. If you've got some upbeat music on and you do feel like moving to the beat, go for it. Just make sure that you're focused on every part of the movement, every part of your body, all the muscles linking together, working together. All right, keep this going. Stretch your knee. Think kneecap pulling up into your thigh, thigh pulling as tight and as straight as you could find. And we have another 10. Sweep it forward. See if you can find the range of the knee and the bottom thigh. You may not have the flexibility, so just check in. You might just want to stop it somewhere along the shin. That's okay as well. Good. Last 7. Tap, lift, and push. 6 more. Forward. Tap, lift. Press it back. 5 more. As you take it back, think about getting that leg in line with your spine. 4 more. Forward and tap. And lift and press. 3 more, forward and tap, lift and press. 2 more for me, forward and tap, lift and press. 1 more. Now hold that leg forward, tap and lift, tap and lift, tap the floor, lift it up. Remember, we want to aim for that hip height for 10. Exhale, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, nearly there, 2, and 1. You can go ahead and draw that leg back and pat down that thigh. Roll to your back for me. Now that left leg, that top leg, I want you to lift it into tabletop position. Your right foot is grounded, single bridges up and down. Here we go. Lift those hips up, lower those hips down. Lift the hips up, lower the hips down. This is level 1. Level 2, take a straight left leg, and as your hips lift, your left leg hits the floor. And then as you lower the hips, the leg returns to the sky. So your level 1, guys, is your left leg in tabletop. Your level 2, follow me. The left leg goes nice and straight, and we wave it as we lift and lower those hips. Here for another 10. 10, lift, lower. 9, lift. Good. 8 more, hips up. And 7, make sure the hips are nice and square. Check out that your left hip doesn't start to roll down to that floor. Keep it up. Tap, lift, lower. Final 6. Up, tap, lift, hips down. 5 more. Stretch that left leg. 4 more. Press that right heel even harder. 3 more. And tap and lift. 2 more. Lift, tap, lift. Just 1 more. Lift and tap and lift and lower. Pull those knees into your chest. Take a little rock and a little roll. Grab the back of the thighs and swing yourself up. Now grab yourself some hand weights and make your way through to, let's go high knees. Stack your knees underneath your hips or a little bit wider. Now stretch your hands all the way down to the side of your thighs. This is a 6-part move, so we want to lock the biceps into our ribs. 1, we bend. 2, we wind out. 3, we push and twist to the floor. 4, we twist and pull the elbows back. 5, 6, extend. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We've got 5 more, 4 more. Out, in. Good. And let's go 4 more now. There's nothing wrong with doing 1 more. Let's get our final 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And bend. 2 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now bend the elbows, wind them out, push away, and pull it back. I want you to feel how the upper arm bone rolls in through that shoulder without the shoulders touching. So open the chest, roll through the upper arms. 8 more. 7, 6, and 5, and 4. Last 3, and 2, and 1. Now you'll need to remember how that winding sensation feels. Make your way up to standing. Now we step the left foot on the floor underneath the left hip. We drop the right toes just behind the left foot. Now we're going to hinge forward, find flat back. The left hand rests in the low spine. The right hand moves in front of the left knee. Now we're going to start to slide down the front of this leg. Squeeze your left butt cheek and then pull it up. Push the bum behind you, hinge it forward and pull it up. Now this is your level 1, okay? Now just make sure that your back stays flat the whole time you're in that forward lean. Now your level 2, your right leg goes back, just your big toes resting. We still hinge at those hips. We still brush this hand weight down the front of the knee and the front of the shin. Make sure you're not rolling forward to your toes. Now your level 3, the last level, we are going to float the right leg off the floor and just work our tippy bird leaves. Okay, so my balance is off. So I'm going to go level 2. You can choose. Go slow. Find your focus. Control the movement. 10 more counts. Last 9. Press your left heel into that floor. Squeeze your left butt. 8. Keep opening your chest. 7. 6. 5. Last 4. 3, 2, and 1. As you step it in, just shake out those arms, shake out those shoulders. Now tuck the left elbow into your body. So we're still in that little tippy bird fold, and then we push back and we bend the right arm in. Push the right arm out, push the right arm in. So left leg is grounded, right arm is still using the weight. Push for 10, push for 9. You should be feeling this left butt cheek by now. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3, 2, 1 more. Hinge your body upright, hinge it forward, and keep your elbow locked into the body. Now we're gonna press this our right arm forward with the palm facing the floor. Then the palm faces behind us, we kick it back. Palm facing the floor, palm faces back. 10 sets of those. Palm down, palm back. 9 more sets. Palm down, palm back. Now I've just tucked my right leg in here, just so that I've got a little bit more stability, but I'm still working harder through my right leg. Push it out. We are nearly there now. Palm down, palm up, palm down, palm up. Last 4, palm up, and 3, palm up. 2 more, palm down, palm up. 1 more, palm down, and palm up. Now start to rise up, ground the feet underneath those hips, drop your arms in front of your thighs, roll down, create some space. Now just sit your hand weights off to the side. Step yourself forward through high plank position. Find a detail and hold it strong. Then press your hips to the sky. We're gonna alternate a knee tuck here. Draw the right knee towards your chest. Hike it up. Left knee to your chest. Hike it up. Right knee to your chest. Push through pike. Left knee. 10 to go. Right knee. And pike. Left knee. And pike. 8 more. Right. Pike. Left. And pike. And right. And pike. And left. And pike. 4 more. Tuck. Press. Tuck. And press. 2 more. Tuck. And press. And left. Find your plank. Hold nice and strong. Tuck your right knee. Tuck your left knee. Tuck your right and your left. 10 more. Stay really strong. Go for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pike it up and soften your knees down. 4-point kneeling position. Take a cat stretch. Find cow. 1 more, find cat. And find cow. Reset the body, laying down onto your left side. And let's do it all again. So bring yourself down, knees are forward, your feet are back in line with your spine. Your top hip is stacking your bottom hip. Let's raise the feet up a little bit here and lift your top knee. Ready for our climb. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now let's bring our attention back to our body position, the muscles that are working, and let's just check in with that form. So notice your top hip, and if it's starting to roll back as you lift your knee, now I just want you to hold it with your hands. You've got that physical feedback, and then push the knee. Use this whole entire outer thigh. Squeeze your butt, working from that underline area. So just hold the hip in place if you feel like it's rolling as your top knee is lifting. We want the belly to still be in and still be working hard. And we're not just lifting from the knee. We're bringing the energy up and actually working from right up here. This whole upper thigh, hip and glute. Keeping our feet joined together so we've got something connecting. And we can spiral it open and squeeze. Once your hip is steady, once you feel steady, start to work a little bit higher up through space. Squeeze harder. Bring more attention to the movement. We've got 10 more here. 10 and down. 9 and down. And 8 and down. 7 down. 6 and down. And 5 and down. 4 more and down. 3 and in. 2 and in. 1 more. Lift and lower. Gently drop those feet. Push your tailbone back to the other side of your mat. Lift your knees to your belly button and take your top leg to the line of your spine. Stretch it out. Remember, we are hip height. We're going to draw the leg forward. If we have the flexibility, we come all the way to the front of the knee or the bottom knee. Tap the floor, lift it back and kick it all the way back in line where we started. Forward, tap, lift, stretch it back. And forward. Line up the knees and the thighs. Tap and lift. And push it back to the line of the spine. As we sweep it forward, we're not brushing the floor. We're lifting it up. We're lifting it up. We're working hard to hold it there in line with the hip. Forward and tap, lift and press back. Now, if you feel like your hamstring is super tight, you might just come forward towards the shin and tap somewhere there. So it does not have to come all the way forward towards this bottom leg. If you have the flexibility without curling the tailbone under, then keep going. You're really going to wake up those fibers. But if you feel as though that's just too much effort and you're losing the sensation here at the butt, and then you start working through the low back, then just stop it a little bit lower. Final 10. Forward and tap, lift and press. 9 and tap, lift and press. 8 and tap, lift and press. 7, tap, lift and press. 6 and tap, lift and press. 4, tap, lift and press. 3 more, tap, lift and press. 2 more, forward and tap, lift. And 1 more, we stay forward and we tap and lift. Tap, lift, tap, lift. Find your hip height. Lift for 10, 9, lift, 8, lift, 7, lift, 6, and 5, lift. 4 more here, 3 more here, 2, up, and 1 more, and bring it home. Pat your booties and roll onto your backs. All right, now we ground the feet. The right leg floats into tabletop position. The arms are down beside us. Hips come up, hips go down, hips go up, hips go down. Now this is your level 1. Right leg in tabletop at 90 degrees. Level 2, extend your right leg. As the hips lift, your right leg taps the floor, lifts the hips lower down. So level 1, right leg in tabletop, single bridge on the left. Level 2, your right leg is straight and you tap and lift as the hips move down and up. So we're adding the leg wave in. Last 10. Check out that your right hip is still level with your left. Last 9. Final 8. Lift, tap, lift, and lower. 7 more. Lift, tap, lift, and 6. Lift, tap, lift. 5 more. Lift, tap, lift. 4 more. And we lift. We tap. We lift. 3 more. And we lift. We tap. We lift. And 2. Lift, tap, lift. And lower. 1 more. Lift and tap and lift and lower. Bend your knees. Hug it out. Bring your hands to the back of those thighs and swing yourself up. Finding your way to your knees, grabbing your hand weights, and setting up for high kneeling. Now, grab some hand weights to make this feel like it's working for you. We're going to bicep curl forward and then to the side and in front to the side. So often we feel like with our bicep curls, we can add a little bit of weight in here. So if you have something other than maybe just your lighter set, add them in or add them on top. Like I've got a ½ kilo beside me, I could add that here onto my ones. So your call. Let's see how you're feeling. Can you add on today? So we're going to keep this going. Front, side, front, side. Your biceps don't leave your ribs, so keep them locked into your side bodies. And lift, side. 10 more. 10, side, 9, side, 8, side, 7, little wind out, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more. Once more. Awesome. Give it a shake. Find your way through to standing. Now it's our right foot that's grounded and it's our left foot that's tapping behind. Right hand in the small of your low back. Left hand in front of your right knee. Poke your butts behind you. Slide the hand weight down and pull it back up. Slide the hand weight down. Squeeze your butt. Bring yourself up. Level 1. Level 2, take your leg behind you and still the same movement, but because we have taken this left foot further away from our right foot, the challenge is enhanced. Then if you feel like you can move into level 3, you can start to float it into your tippy birds. Still the same movement, you're still gliding this hand weight down the right shin. So level 1, your left foot is close to the right. Level 2, your left foot's away from the right. And then level 3, you float it off the floor. So let's get this done. Squeeze into your right butt cheek. Push your right heel down hard. Let's go for 10. Bring it up. 9 and up. 8 and up. 7 and up. 6 more. Now you don't have to fully extend at the top because we want to keep the energy right down this right hip and butt and hamstring. Let's do it. Another 4 in and lift. 3 and lift. And 2 and lift. And 1 and lift. Left elbow tucks into your side body. Lean over, start to kick it out. Triceps, push it back. Now you're level 1, you still have your left foot tucked to the right. Level 2, your left foot's behind. Working harder, level 3, go ahead, stretch that leg all the way back or even hold a tippy bird. Your call here, guys. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more. And 3, and 2, and 1. Hold it, and then rotate the palm down, rotate the palm up. So remember how we did our spiraling arms a little bit earlier on. We want to bring that sensation in. Palm down, palm up. Palm down, palm up. 10 more. Palm down, palm up. 9, palm down. Palm up, 8, palm down, palm up, 7, palm down, palm up, 6, palm down, palm up, last 5, back, 4, back, 3, and back, 2, and back, and 1, and back. Little hinge up, ground those feet, hands in front of the thighs, tuck your chin, roll down, and send your hand weights there off to the side. Find your way through high plank position. Hold strong, hike your hips up, and find your plank. Hike your hips, and find your plank. Here for 10, hike, plank, 9, plank, 8, plank, 7, plank, 6 more, and 5, 4, and 3, and 2. Last one, hold your plank. Strong hold, lower your body to the floor in slow 3 count movement. 3, 2, 1. Untuck your toes, puff the chest through a swan. Lower the chest. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale once more. And finding your child's pose. Hips come back, stretch it out, and release yourself here. Well done, everybody.